a lot of people don't know, but DC is actually one of our biggest markets. So we have a really like devout fan base in DC, which is really cool. DC always shows a lot of love. People in DC really are into R&B music, and we're really trying to like champion R&B and like really. There's a lot of dope things happening with R&B right now. Like there's this nostalgic factor, and people are appreciative of the music that was coming out in the '90s, early 2000s. But B, there's also this huge resurgence of R&B music, and so we're just trying to be, one of the people that get behind that and really just show the love that we have for that genre of music. We have a lot of stuff that we're gonna bring to DC, a lot of artists that we're gonna bring to DC, and I mean we're just excited because we think that DC is ready for this sort of R&B takeover. What's up? My name is Jabari Johnson. I'm a filmmaker, entrepreneur, and I'm the founder of Colors. So the way I would define the Colors brand is really just memorable experiences. We try to provide memorable experience for people, whether that's on the event production side of things or film production side of things. We just want you to experience something that you're gonna remember. I think a lot of times people right now, we live in this digital age, and a lot of communication, a lot of this, just the way people do things in general is digital. So when you bring people to a space and people can remember where they were at and experiences life with each other, not like through a digital means, I think that people just remember that more. So we're trying to just bring that element back to people's lives and stuff like that. Essentially get people off of screens and into the real world. My career essentially started like interviewing artists. I was like really early on interviewing people like Nicki Minaj, Justin Bieber, and then it sort of transformed from just doing short interviews with people into like longer form documentary content. So I made a documentary on Macklemore and Ryan Lewis that showed them making the thrift shop video, and it was that was a really cool experience. Went overseas with Tiny Tempa and did a tour documentary on him being the first British rapper to sell out a UK arena tour, and from learning about like live space and concert production and just being on the road with a lot of those artists made me want to get into the event space, and now the company is sort of like working on our first music documentary as well as producing events around music, comedy, and a lot more stuff this year. Colors started, it was literally just a party. It was just, we wanted to provide like an alternative space where people didn't feel like they needed to, have a VIP or a bottle service or that type of thing. It was kind of just like a party for, it was a party that focused on inclusion rather than exclusion. And that's how it started, and now, I mean, it's just grown. Like, now we produce events that are not just parties. We're working on a comedy digital series that's based off of our live comedy show. We have a music documentary coming out soon. We have a lot of different type of events that we do, from dance parties to we have like a formal ball coming up, just a lot of different things. So yeah, I mean, really the company has grown from like just one party to a production company, essentially. And I mean, it's just, I didn't think that it was gonna be necessarily more than the party when it started, but it was just kind of like a natural progression, what it's grown into over the past 2 years. And I'm just excited what the future holds. I think the biggest lesson is just like being open to following the opportunity. Like sometimes I think people they have a plan set out as far as like, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is, you know, what I want to do. But a lot of times people don't like hone in and follow the opportunity, because a lot of times like the opportunity will enable you to do what you want to do. And sometimes that's really not clear for people, because sometimes people think that, you know, the opportunity might be like a step off from the track that they're trying to be on. But you might not know, like, you know, there might be 10 people trying to be on the track that you want to be on, but there might be this opportunity over here where like only 1 or 2 people are on. And if you can succeed past those 1 or 2 people and like really kill that, then, you know, there's just a lot of opportunity to just do whatever you want to do. I think what inspires me to be great is just, you know, the simple fact, I think Steve Jobs said this one time, but it's like that we're all gonna die someday. And it's like, if you realize that, not in like a grim sense, but in a sense that, you know, your time on this earth is very short, you kind of really don't have time to waste or complain about minute things. You know, you kind of just gotta, be really good at what you do, and yeah, you know, and always strive to get better at what you do. I think if you want to be in just entertainment and honestly any industry that you want to be in, you should really do the research of who is not only a leader in that industry, but even everybody who's at like the ground level, people who, you know, people might not even be aware of. You should just know all of the players. I think people far times too often don't do that. They don't like do the research and put the work in and find out every aspect of the industry that they want to be in, and they try to present something to the industry that somebody's already doing. And quite frankly, if somebody's already doing it, they're probably already doing it better than you are doing it at your early beginning stages. So I think that that's the biggest thing, is like understanding every aspect of what you want to do and who the players that are doing it, from large to small, and then really just try to figure out where the gap lies and how you can offer something that's just a hair different and create your own lane. I would say to my younger self that the girls aren't going anywhere. That's it.